Alright, what is going on here, Holly and Andrew? Welcome back to my channel, and this is an all Neighbours vlog. So if you're not interested in Neighbours, I'm afraid you'll have to move on to a different video, because this one is all Ramsey Street. Woo! Yeah, Neighbours is still going strong, and it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever that it's coming to an end just because Amazon didn't want to renew its little license. I'm so gutted. I don't even know what to think. Neighbours is still going strong. I'm really hoping and praying that this is just a rest period again like last time. Okay, so Andrew and Holly have gone on a road trip. Well, do you know what? I would absolutely love to go to Australia. So Andrew is in search of his biological parents, and Holly has decided to help him. Of course, these two are just going to end up having a fling, aren't they? Kind of don't blame Holly though. Andrew is a little bit fit. So Jane is going to go and see Darcy to question him about her mom Amanda, to find out what really happened. I still find it really hard to believe that Darcy actually killed that old lady. Surely he should have just took the shares when he had them and run. But I'm very relieved that Carl Kennedy's okay. If they were to kill Carl Kennedy off, I don't think there'd be any point trying to bring Neighbours back, quite frankly. He's a stalwart, him and Susan, Paul, do you know what I mean? Jane, you can't lose characters like that. Here's Andrew and Holly again. They've gone out to Sandy Point, see if they can find his biological family. Is this actually his dad? Fancy going up to someone like that and saying that. Harry, I'm taking you to the vet in a little bit. You've got your booster. Alright, Jane is now visiting Darcy in prison. What did you do, Darcy?
I was afraid that you would investigate her finances and find out what I've done.
Oh my life.
You lured him to the dead count.
My intentions are not.
Oh, we're getting flashbacks. So he didn't kill her himself? That is manslaughter though, right? Because he is kind of responsible. Right, Andrew's talking to his dad now. I'm so distracted by my cats right now. Wrestling each other. Oh dear, they are getting very cosy in the bar now, Holly and Andrew. Oh dear.
Take whatever consequences come out.
Right, the cat is sorted. Let's get back to Neighbours. Okay, at the time of making this video, we're up to the point now where Leo and Krista have left for Europe. And of course, in real life, Leo and Krista were on the Neighbours tour in the UK, which I went to back in February. In fact, I went to the opening night and it was brilliant. It was so cool. But Therese was there as well, so I'm assuming that Therese is somehow going to be written out, inverted commas, temporarily, so that she also can join the Neighbours tour. At that time, everything was great. It was all looking wonderful for Neighbours. And then towards the end of the tour, the news came that Amazon were not going to renew the contract on Freevee, even though they're a multi-billion-pound organisation who could easily afford to keep Neighbours on, especially when it's been consistently in the top 10 here in the UK. In fact, it's often in the top 2 or 3 programmes. So it is an absolute travesty that they're just going to let it go like that. I understand that a lot of the storylines now will have been written and they're about to act everything out, because in 2 weeks or so, they're finishing filming on Neighbours. I could actually cry, but I'm going to try not to cry, because I'm going to feel really positive that Neighbours is going to be resurrected from its rest. So anyway, let's get back to where we are right now. Here we go.
You obviously smashed it.
I just like the way they have conversations in Neighbours. There's a lot of warmth and depth to the conversations, I find, compared to British soaps. which are often quite sledgehammer, and everybody's impatient and sort of quite quick to beat each other down. I like the warmth and the charm that Neighbours is just so good at. Right, here we have Tay, who's working as an escort. He doesn't really want to do it, but the woman he's got to deal with right now is helping Cara become a cop, and she's blackmailing him. So it's kind of awkward. I really like Tay. This is a bit of a silly story, but this is typical Neighbours. It's the humour. You've got to laugh, really. Tay is stuck in this relationship. Neighbours can, of course, be completely predictable, and you just know that everything gets found out. Everybody's really intuitive. Everybody cottons on really quick. Somebody cottons on really quick, rather. There's no secret really that can be held for too long without someone kind of noticing that something is up, something is sus. But, you know, that's all part of the Neighbours package. This is what comes with the territory. You know, you've got characters, they're all onto each other about everything. There are no secrets to be had in Erinsborough for very long. And Aaron is in a bit of a love triangle with two handsome dudes who both want to go out with him. He hasn't really committed to either. So a good game of pool volleyball probably helps. Oh, if Neighbours goes, this is what I'm going to miss. The sunshine of it all. So the actor who plays Byron has landed himself a job in some Vikings spin-off Blood Axe series. And it's with Amazon, believe it or not. I just wish that Amazon would have just kept him on as Byron. Like, do we really need another Viking series? But no, I'm pleased for him that he, as an actor, he's going to want other work because it's not his fault Neighbours is ending. Yeah, I'm pleased for him in that sense, but I do wish that he was staying on as Byron because that would be way better. Aaron really is fit, let's be honest. So in real life, Aaron, Matt Wilson, he's like building his own house. I've been watching his Instagram stories. He's having quite the challenge going on with this house that he's building in the middle of the bush. Carl and Susan. I love Carl and Susan, and I want them to stay in my life. Please, Amazon, don't take them away. Please, let it not be for long. Sign it all back up, and they can come back. Please, I'm happy to wait. And even Dex cracks me up. He's got a crush on the new girl, Max's minx of a sister, and now he thinks he's going to go and try and ask her out. I just have a horrible feeling this is going to backfire for him. But of course she's got a crush on Byron. Yeah, I knew it, she'd turn him down. Oh dear, poor Dex. He can't seem to catch a break with the girls, can he? Aaron's two love interests, Rhett and Colton, are chatting to each other. I hope they don't end up going together and ditching our Aaron. I'm going to have something to say about that. Aaron needs to find love, and it's about time. In all seriousness, it does look like Neighbours is going to end on July the 11th when they stop filming. It's like being cut. But let's hope it's third time lucky for Neighbours. I really hope that if it's not Amazon Prime that renew Neighbours is. I am hoping and praying that somebody else will. I mean, this show has just brought the likes of so many big names, and it's just such a platform for young talent. And as far as Australian actors go, most of them seem to start in Neighbours. Of course, it's a difficult time again for the cast because a lot of them are having to look for other work. Some of them have landed other jobs. And if Neighbours is picked back up, we know that not everybody is going to come back. But who do you want to come back when Neighbours is resurrected? Let's hope that it is a when, not an if. Just can't imagine my life without Paul Robinson and Carl Kennedy and Susan Kennedy. And all of these others, you know, okay, some of the characters are more disposable than others. Generally though, I find that most characters soon slot into Neighbours. The casting is excellent. It's not very long before you kind of take to someone that's newly arrived, although that little sister of Max's, I'm still rather bewildered by Darcy though. Why did he turn out to be like that? I mean, I didn't quite really buy into that whole plot, but Neighbours has got to have a bad guy, hasn't it? Best bad guy ever though, Finn Kelly. I also just want to give a big shout out to everybody on Twitter, X. Fans who are really clearly rooting for Neighbours and trying to get it as much attention as possible. And I have written my letters, I've sent my emails. Well, I didn't really write a letter with a pen, I just kind of messaged a couple of TV networks, including Amazon. It just doesn't make any sense that they would bin it off. It's really appalling. And I say that objectively as well as a fan, because it's not like it's done crap. Like the viewing figures are still doing really, really good for a soap like that, you know, and it's just a massive, massive shame to just let this just go down the plug hole. So I am still rooting for Neighbours. If you're still rooting for Neighbours, let me know what you're doing, what your hope is for Neighbours, how we're going to get it back. There's got to be a plan, right? I really hope that I'll be making a video somewhere down the line where I'm announcing once more that Neighbours is returning. So let's not lose heart. Let's just keep hanging in there. We'll keep rooting for Neighbours, and I totally believe that somebody is going to bring it back. It's going to happen. Agreed? Well, I'm going to believe it. I'm totally have to believe it that Neighbours is going to come back.